history, Richard, between these two teams tonight will be another installment in this terrific rivalry.
And let me say, playing in the same conference, having to go through each other year after year, yeah, that can breed a little bit of contempt. Let's just say it that way.
Exactly. I'm sure you felt that against rivals in your division and your conference.
Yeah, I think most of the time they felt it against me.
Ben Simmons.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. They've got Simmons, and it's Claxton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Brunson kicks to Barrett. The pass to Hart. Back to Barrett. Pass to Hart. At the elbow, it's Barrett. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Randall. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Dinwiddie outside. About a minute played so far here in the first. Here's Claxton, guarded by Robinson. Robinson with the block. And Brunson, here we go. Banked in off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Simmons sets a screen for Dinwiddie. And Simmons gets it to go on the assist by Dinwiddie.
And here's a guy who loves playing inside. Simmons can play some bully ball down low.
And Greg, in the era of positionless basketball, Mitchell Robinson is an old school center, isn't he?
Yeah, I mean, during his first 4 years in the league, Robinson didn't attempt a single three. Has led the league in shooting percentage, so Mitchell knows his role.
Here's Simmons. Mitchell Robinson making his last shot. Dinwiddie passes to Simmons. Pass to Claxton. Stolen by Robinson. Here's Barrett. There's the drive. And Barrett slams it in.
Explosive off the bounce with great body control. Barrett's most effective when going downhill.
Bridges attacking. Here's Claxton. Robinson with the block. Greg, their offensive approach has been rock solid here.
And they're finding the weak spots in the D and attacking it.
Hart finds Brunson. To the paint. Outside for Randall. Pass to Hart. Lets it go with a three. Brooklyn with the rebound.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Dinwiddie passes to Simmons. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Nets passing it around. On the wing, Bridges. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Finney-Smith. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Here's the pass to Hart. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. From the corner. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
Surprising he didn't bury that, but hey, it happens sometimes.
And for the Nets, it's been a whirlwind last couple years. Assembling a super team, and before you knew it, it fell apart. But this franchise has been back from the ashes before, so don't write off that front office just yet.
And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession.
Let's just say they weren't on the same page there. Not sure he was expecting that pass.
Dinwiddie outside. Simmons on the wing. Bridges outside. From outside the arc, Robinson pulls it in. Knicks have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Barrett finds Randall. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Mikal Bridges picks one up. And Greg, just like you, Julius Randle is a southpaw. Left-handed.
Yeah, you know, the angles are different for lefties. We operate a little differently. And I think that can throw defenders off. So I'm always going to pull for the southpaw.
Stolen by Brunson. Barrett kicks to Robinson. Rebound, Brooklyn.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
Shots good by Simmons.
Look at the power Simmons puts behind his drive, making it tough for the defense to stop him.
Here's Hart. The shot's good on the assist by Brunson.
I just love when teams make it work down low.
Stolen by Brunson. That one's not going to go. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far.
And a big round of applause for your Knicks City Kid.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Knicks. Setting the floor for the Nets. We've got Bridges, and it's Finney Smith in at the 4. Randall outside. He dishes it to Robinson. 6 on the shot clock. Randall down low. Dinwiddie covering. Robinson misses. Brooklyn trailing. Bridges passes to Finney Smith. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Tries the spin move. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Yep, that one goes in there. Bridges has got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for the Nets. Here's Brunson. Up and in on the way.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Thanks very much, guys. Growing up, Mitchell Robinson didn't play basketball, but a 7-inch growth spurt in the 8th grade changed things. He fell to the 36th pick overall in 2018, but his physical tools have made him a presence. One key to his success, he says, just run the floor. If you're the first man down the court, you can get the ball. Kevin, that sounds pretty simple to me.
It does to me, too. Keep it simple and use that athleticism. David, thanks. Dinwiddie with the steal. Bridges left side. To the wing on the left. Here's Claxton. He's defended by Randall. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And Ben Simmons, the epitome of a point forward.
He passes it well and plays huge for a guard at 6'11". It's crazy. It is very rare to see a player of his size with his skill set.
A walking triple-double threat. Simmons needs to keep working on developing that jump shot to be truly unguardable.
Yeah, he was able to sneak it to the rim. Not enough room to get just like an easy layup.
Here's Dinwiddie. Mitchell Robinson making his last shot.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Passes it to Randall. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Robinson. That shot missing. And Brooklyn will come the other way. Bridges inside the three-point line. It's stolen by Randall. Bridges with the steal. Now here's Simmons. He's got 9. Here now is Dinwiddie. Bridges with it. Brunson picks him up. 4 on the shot clock. The try by Simmons. Oh, and the jam by Ben Simmons.
You can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. His confidence just soars when he slams it down like that.
I need to talk to the great ball handlers, and they say, Greg, that footwork is an underappreciated aspect of it. Why is that?
It's like a dance. You're eluding the defender mostly with your feet. The ball handling part is just making sure the ball comes along for the ride.
And Simmons kicks to Finney Smith. 1:36 left in the first half. Dinwiddie wide open. Off target from outside. Knicks have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Here it finds Hart. Inside. Here's Robinson. Brunson against Simmons. Pass to Hart. It's Barrett on the wing. New York needs to get off a shot. And they get it back. Randall surveying the D. Back to Hart. From the arc. That shot off. And Brooklyn will come the other way. Bridges outside. They set the pick. On the wing, Bridges. Pass to Claxton. Randall grabs the board. Randall's got 4 rebounds in this game. Hart kicks to Barrett. Brunson with it. 6 points for him. Now Barrett. Randall outside. Takes a 3. Simmons pulls it in.
Knicks foul.
The Nets shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game.
First personal foul.
And that one falls for Bridges.
And a talented swing man. Bridges is someone to keep an eye on as he continues to round out his game.
No good on the last second attempt there. All right, David, thank you.
The Knicks 16. The Nets 18.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. We've seen Simmons really having a great game.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
The question now is, will the defense keep letting him punish them inside? Or did coach have some new ideas for them?
We've got Obi Toppin. Emmanuel quickly out there with Derrick Rose. And it's Hartenstein in at the 5 spot. So that's who Tom Thibodeau starts the second half with. Curry passes to Harris. And Johnson now top of the key. Back to Harris. And he banks in the layup. And the Nets lead by 2.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Rose dishes to Toppin. And Toppin throws it down.
Love it when Rose looks to share the ball, especially when his teammates are open like that.
And Greg, starting your career with the Knicks, what's the pressure like playing in New York City?
I tell you, the amount of media following you, the size of the city, it can be intimidating. But if you win, man, there's nothing like playing in New York.
And then Toppin with the jam.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Now here is Harris. He's got 5. Back to Curry. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Curry's got the lead up to 3 now for the Nets.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
The pass to Grimes. A 3-pointer off the mark. The Nets have gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Curry passes to Watanabe. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. To the inside. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And that is an absolute heartbreaker of a turnover. In a close game like this, that might be enough to impact how it ends.
And that's a block right there. He swats that ball away with some energy.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
Now, here's Toppin. The shot misses. Curry looking around. taken away. And they're pushing it up. Here's Rose. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
25-24.
Outside Curry. Harris up top. Outside Curry. Harris inside. Quickly comes. Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really...
The previous play is under review.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's Hartenstein for the lead, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim. And it's been a rough stretch for the New York Knicks, a team that has only had a handful of playoff appearances in the last 20 years.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
Get up, men. Get ready for fun, man. It's your Knicks Breaker Dance Crew.
Brooklyn trailing. The Knicks are trying to get back to being competitive, GA, but it has been difficult, hasn't it?
They haven't been able to attract top-level talent for quite some time, which is surprising when you consider this big market and the status this franchise has within the city.
This game has a lot of character here in the third period. 6 changes of the lead here.
Intensity is the theme for this.
Now here's Rose. Hartenstein passes to Rose. And the layup's good off the glass. Hartenstein's got 6.
Hey guys, he has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Pass to Watanabe. The 3. The Knicks pull it in. There's a minute left in the third. Toppin. And last season, the Nets were a favorite to win it all. But, Greg, a first-round sweep by the Celtics proved a very rude awakening.
And Kyrie missing so many games. How about Harden wanting out? Hard to build chemistry and continuity. That has to be the focus moving forward.
And a whole new lineup here for Brooklyn.
And tonight belongs to Simmons. When he's looking for his shot, Big Ben is a problem.
Rose kicks to Quickly. Back to Rose. Grimes passes to Quickly. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Quickly's got the lead up to 3 now for the Knicks.
You'd love to get the ball this close in every trip where you can almost just not miss.
Bridges dishes to Simmons. Back to Bridges. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. The Knicks leading by 3. And at the top of the key, Toppin dishes it to Rose. Going inside. Stolen. Here's Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
And love watching Simmons run the floor. Just eating up so much space in so little time.
And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And we just fit.
And a big round of applause.
And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. They've got Simmons, and it's Claxton in at the center position. And here are the Knicks now, following the three-pointer by Brooklyn. Simmons left side. Down low. Claxton the pass to Simmons. He takes it in. Oh, and the jam by Ben Simmons.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
A stop or two in the next minute or so, and they could even this game up. Great job to keep battling.
Pass to Finney-Smith. Outside, Simmons. Pass to Finney-Smith. And it's good, assisting on the play with Simmons. Now it's a 6-point Brooklyn lead.
And Simmons is just so intelligent in these screening roles. A fantastic decision maker.
Runs in the pass to Randall. And stolen by Simmons. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. And the pass to Finney-Smith. Terrific assist, a nice finish, solid play all around. And an important part of every team's game. We'll look at the hustle stats for the Nets. Front side. And just miss after miss right now. Brooklyn leading by 8. Dinwiddie kicks to Finney-Smith. Passes it to Simmons. Here's Claxton. Right on the bucket.
And they've done some nice work as we come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
Building out this lead brick by brick. They have taken a very methodical approach.
Now, here's Bridges. Following the miss by Julius Randle. Bridges with it. Brunson picks him up. Bridges dishes to Dinwiddie. Back to Bridges. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
To the paint. And Simmons slams it in.
And how about the connection Simmons has with his guys? Once the lob is on its way, you know he's going to finish in style.
Now, here's Hart. Basket counts.
And thanks to that bucket, he's finally able to stop that little 15-0 run by the Nets.
Outside, Simmons. Dinwiddie sets the screen for Simmons.
Remaining in the game, 2 minutes.
And he's going up for the alley-oop. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
At 6'11", with his passing skills, Simmons will always find the open man.
Robinson passes to Hart. The tray. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
48-37.
On the wing, Bridges. Simmons, a screen on Barrett. Bridges, no one around him. And the Nets, another 3.
For real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
And he just punishes the D for falling asleep at the wheel.
A little disorganized that time, and the result, 2 points in the loudest way possible.
Yeah, when you're not locked in on defense, they will make you pay with an easy finish there.
Barrett kicks to Randall. Hart the pass to Randall. Top of the key. Simmons pulls it in. And so Simmons will bring it up for Brooklyn. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Nets.
A beautiful pass doesn't always get you on the highlight reels, but there were some spectacular dishes in this game.
You know what? It was a team that was in sync and just trusted one another to take the right shots.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Ben Simmons.
We certainly got to see his best effort on offense, attacking the defense without fear and grabbing a lot of buckets.
And helping the team space the floor there. Randall with so much more confidence now from the outside.
42.
Simmons passes to Finney-Smith. Outside for Simmons. Shot clock at 5. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Second personal foul.
Julius Randle picks one up.
And give him credit. Simmons struggled at the line when he entered the league, but Ben's really improved his foul shooting.
Bridges with the steal. So it's the Nets picking up the win. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think,
both teams have been eagerly looking forward to this one.
Well, we always enjoy these rivalry matchups. I mean, facing a rival you've been battling in the rankings is always rewarding. And as a player, you get fired up and are ready to do whatever it takes to get the win.
So the Raptors starting five, the forward duo, the athletic pair of Barnes and Siakam. Fred VanVleet out there with OG Anunoby. And it's Pirtle in at the 5 spot.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
Now here's Siakam. Robinson with the block.
Well, the ferociousness that Robinson can have around the rim is impressive.
Randall, good.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Julius Randle, a nightly double-double threat. A guy who can occasionally drain the three, but when he first entered the league, many considered him just to be a role player. Well, that role has changed.
And so it's New York with it, following the bucket by the Raptors. Brunson passes to Randall. Oh, it's stolen by Siakam. And they're pushing it up. Barnes with it, now guarded by Barrett. Barnes finds VanVleet. Pass to Siakam. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Well, since accepting a bigger role, Randall has really blossomed.
Well, it's great to see him evolve over time and actually be just taking on more responsibility. And with the way his game has blossomed, you can see why. He's a big part of this team.
And Jalen Brunson, he's a great option on the floor, Grant.
Yes, he is. Can attack from different levels of the floor, solid shooting threat from outside, and gives you another playmaker to initiate the offense.
Now here's VanVleet.
When you look at VanVleet on the floor, you would think he gets targeted on defense. But for a player his size, he more than holds his own.
That free throw good from VanVleet.
The line, 2 shots.
Both free throws good from VanVleet.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Here's Toppin. Pascal Siakam with a rebound. And VanVleet, a very solid defender at his position, Grant.
Not great length, but strong as any, B.A. I mean, he has great hands to bother the ball handler and great defensive IQ that makes the most of his athleticism. He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody. And it's quickly with a miss. The Raptors with a lead. Boy, the offense has been on point.
They have great timing and great communication. So hard to get stops against them. You know, that was an excellent play right there, using his strength to power through contact.
A big group substitution here for New York. Mitchell Robinson, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Randall comes in for Toppin. Barrett's checked in for Grimes. And Hart subbed in for Quickly.
RJ right there moving without the basketball, and that helps him to get to an open spot on the floor. That creates the rhythm.
VanVleet, the pass to Anunoby. Fader on the way. And a great assist by VanVleet as that one goes. VanVleet's got 3 assists in the game. Pass to Hart. He can't get that one to fall. And Toronto will go the other way with it. Inside, here's Anunoby. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Here's Randall. Hurdle with the block. First quarter of play, and just over 3.5 minutes in. Anunoby passes to Pirtle. The Knicks with the rebound.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but like plenty of room.
Well, for the Knicks, what's it going to take to bring them back to the glory days?
Oh, that's a loaded question, B.A. But first of all, a superstar would certainly help. They haven't really had one for quite some time. If they can either develop or attract an elite all-star player, that would be a start to turning this New York franchise around and becoming possibly a contender. And that was just moving the ball quickly. And he's rewarded at the end with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Now here's Van Vliet. Barnes, no good.
Looking for the spectacular and coming up empty.
Yeah, you can see when it's that close, players reacting. Oh, man, we just missed that one. Maybe they'll get another chance at it.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
And that's how you defend. He wasn't showing any mercy with that swat.
I mean, letting them know up front that he's on the hunt tonight and eager to knock away shots. I love it.
Kicks it out to Siakam. Good. And Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got 6 assists now in the game. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. Outside Hart. Will it go? Counted from distance.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
And an Obi for 3. Randall pulls down the board. Outside Barrett. Outside Robinson. And so it's Toronto. Up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period.
Your Knicks City Kings. Time to make some noise.
If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
So far, they've had a lot of success off fast break plays, and they'll probably continue to push the tempo as much as possible.
And they've sort of assumed control of this game with their pressure defensively. They've been into the ball handler. They've done a great job of swarming, so they're creating some turnovers that they're capitalizing on.
So the Raptors 5 right now. The forward duo, the athletic pair of Barnes and Siakam. OG Anunoby out there with Fred Van Vliet. And it's Pirtle in at the 5, down low. Barrett can't hit. And it's hard to overstate the impact OG Anunoby has on defense.
Hey, B.A., an absolute terror on the wings. I mean, he has great length, moves well, just one of the best one-on-one perimeter defenders in the league.
Well, Randall, when he has the ball in his hands, aware that there might be an open teammate, that time he found it.
The Raptors shooting the ball incredibly well tonight, 73% from the floor. Anunoby passes to Van Vliet. Pirtle with a screen on Brunson to the middle. Shot clock at 5 to the paint. Here's Siakam. And then Siakam with the jam.
It's just such a long and powerful player. I mean, once Siakam gets inside like this, he's ready to jam.
Here's Hart. It doesn't go for him. And Toronto will go the other way with it. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Van Vliet, the pass to Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively, because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
Now here's Anunoby. He's got 11. It's hauled in by Robinson.
Oh, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Shot's good by Hart.
Good decision making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark.
Here's Siakam after the basket by New York. Drops in the layup for 2. Siakam's got 6 points in the quarter.
Over time, we have seen Siakam blossom into a star, someone who's comfortable shouldering the offense.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, Pascal Siakam's play had dipped for a while after he got the big bag. He said, it was like, you got the max contract, but are you the guy? That's something I really struggled with. But there's still another level that I can get to, and I see myself as an all-star, and there's a lot more to unleash. Brian?
Just now entering his prime, Allie. Thank you.
And that's a good heads-up play there from RJ.
No team has had to make more sacrifices than Toronto during the pandemic.
You are right about that, BA. I mean, they had to change their home base to Tampa. In essence, they spent an entire season on the road. It was tough for everyone, but the Raptors faced some big challenges.
Now here's Robinson. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. The kick out to Brunson. To the right side. Here's Randall. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. They'll pin that one on Pascal Siakam.
Well, he goes in there and you're worried about getting bumped if you're a defender by Julius Randle, not the other way around. So physical.
And Randall drops them both. And for Julius Randle, back in 2014, a nightmare start to his career, Greg.
Oh, man, so sad. I mean, Julius breaking his leg just 14 minutes into his NBA debut. A serious injury that required him to miss his entire rookie season. But give Randall credit for coming back and carving out a great career.
Now here's Pirtle. Here's Anunoby. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to go on Mitchell Robinson.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
At the line, 2 shots.
That free throw's good from Anunoby. Both free throws good from Anunoby. The Knicks have gone 4 for 6 here in the second. Hard against Anunoby. Down low. Stolen by Siakam. Now here's Anunoby. Guarded closely. Pass to Siakam. Van Vliet on the wing. Randall against Siakam. Shoots over Randall. Siakam, no good. Well, the Knicks shooting 53%. Good efficiency on offense so far. Stolen by Siakam. Here comes Toronto on the push. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
The smart play. Wait and take the final shot.
Every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
Outside Anunoby. Right side Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
So sick, the vertical ability.
That was flat out awesome. He has that effortless knack for getting to the hoop. And so it's the Toronto. Thanks very much, Allie.
The Knicks, 24. The Raptors, 36. And get ready for the Jabberwocky.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Boy, without question, OG Anunoby displaying all his skills today.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
They're just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
They've got Isaiah Hartenstein. Derrick Rose is out there with Emmanuel Quickly. Then it's Obi Toppin, and it's Grimes in at the 3 spot. That's Tom Thibodeau's 5 as we get going in the second half. And for the Raptors, they're shooting 70% from the field, a performance that has been fun to watch. Achua can't hit. Trying to claw their way back into this.
And the best way to do that, minimize your mistakes and take good shots.
Out to Rose. And the league has redefined the rules a bit regarding the gather step. Players getting more leeway. What do you think about that?
Well, I think guys BA are getting a little more creative in practicing that. I mean, they will adjust to the rule. That is one thing we've seen through the years with NBA players. And so in the offseason, if you can find a way to take advantage of a half a step more in order to gain advantage on a defender, I'm all for it until they change the rule back.
Trent, the pass to Barton. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Yep, that one's good.
And Will Barton looks comfortable there down on the inside with the shot.
And here's New York now. They trail by 16. Toppin outside.
Getting it! Oh, wow, what a play!
Then Toppin getting a little bit fancy with the throw down that time.
Barton against Rose. Trent for three. And the three-pointer goes. And the Raptors lead by 17.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Now here's Toppin, driving to the basket.
You got to keep the defense honest, and Obi will do that with his athleticism, just on the attack there.
43-28.
Trent outside. Here's Barton. Oh, powered down with both hands.
Just an incredible display of power. He attacked the rim with both hands.
Most definitely. That was a thunder dunk. Wow. Since hiring Tom Thibodeau, every year the Knicks have been at the bottom of the league in pace.
Well, Thibs rhymes with grind, doesn't it, B.A.? I mean, it doesn't really, but it should.
For Toronto, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to go since the break. Quickly against Barton. Quickly, left side. Here's Toppin. Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
Love it when Obi gets a few steps. He can really get up there.
45-32.
Out to the right wing. Here's Boucher for 3. Oh, again, Toronto with a triple.
Defensively, got to close out a little faster. That's a look he'll make with regularity.
Here's Grimes. He's guarded by Porter. Pass to Grimes.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Shot clock at 6. It's stolen by Trent. Outside Porter. And now the Knicks on the break. Here's Rose. Toronto grabs the miss. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Pass to Barton. On the wing, Porter. Out to the right wing. 6 to shoot. That one no good. New York goes the other way with it. They're doing what they can do to mount a comeback.
And BA, they don't have to get it all back at once. Just focus on making every possession count.
From deep, Rose on target from range. Rose has gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game.
Raptors lead.
Trent outside.
35.
Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
There's 57 seconds left in the third. Trent, the pass to Boucher. And he banks in the layup. Boucher's got 5.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Now here's Toppin. Give him 8 points now. Rose outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Knocks it loose. And it's going to be out of bounds. New York will have another go. And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D.
Great energy and activity on defense.
Toronto has gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter. Pass to Porter. Trent outside. Outside for Boucher. Barton outside. Back to Boucher. Up in time. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit.
And a big round of applause for your Knicks City Kings.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works, or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. On the court for Toronto to start the fourth. They've got Otto Porter, Chris Boucher out there with Achua. Then there's Gary Trent, and it's Barton in at the shooting guard position. Toronto's gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Trent, oh, sweet move. And it's good on the layup. And the Raptors lead by 17.
But Will Barton, always going full speed, that time finds a bullet pass to a teammate.
Brunson against Trent. Brunson passes to Hart. Barton with a steal. He's got a clear path. Pass to Achua. The three is up. Barton's shot off the mark. When you're casual with the ball, it can come back to bite you.
Yeah, B.A. Playing loose can help you and hurt you. You really need to tighten it up. Well, one of the free agent moves that wasn't surprising was Brunson joining the Knicks. The two were enamored with each other early on in the process. A big signing for the Knicks, and Brunson now gets a chance to be a main piece of the team.
A line change here for Toronto. Now here's Van Vliet. Pass to Barnes. Now Pirtle. Out to the wing. The open shot, Siakam. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Confidence is sensational, and it feels like no one is going to stop him tonight from scoring.
Here's Barrett. Brunson with it. It's Hart on the wing. Back to Brunson. Pass to Barrett. Just 5 on the clock. Robinson, a screen on Barnes. Robinson can't hit. For Toronto, they've gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Inside. Here's Pirtle. And a great assist by Van Vliet as that one goes.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Pass to Hart. Back to Randall. To the middle. Here's Barrett. The kick out to Brunson. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
He's not the reason that they're trailing in this one. He's been on his game. It's a few of the other guys that need to pick it up.
Now here's Barnes. Guarded by Barrett. And now the Knicks on the break. Brunson passes to Randall. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
The balance and body control look a little bit better this season, so Randall stays on the ground in this catch and shoot situation and looks fluid.
Over to the wing. Siakam with it, and it's Brunson picking him up. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. They get the rebound. Three-pointer. And it's Brunson with the rebound. New York has got 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. It's stolen by Pirtle. Outside Barnes. Outside Anunoby. It's stolen by Hart. Fast break, New York. Randall, a screen on Barnes. And here's Brunson from the arc. Another basket. He's now 6 for 7 in the contest.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
The shot by Pirtle, no good. New York, they're working against the clock now. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Brunson against Van Vliet. Pass to Pirtle. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Pirtle's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, with a comeback out of range, we can put a bow on this one. Good performance for the Raptors.
Tonight they got everybody in on the scoring. Had nice passing, which led to good looks.
Just solid play by these guys.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Pascal Siakam.
It felt like there was more than one of him out there tonight. He was involved on every possession, and he made his presence felt in so many ways.
Van Vliet, the pass to Barnes. And here's Anunoby to the wing, right side. 6 on the shot clock. From deep three-point range, Randall pulls down the board. There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Brunson finds Robinson. Rejected by Siakam.
And the coaching staff, they love this. I mean, Siakam, he's engaged, aggressive, just getting after it on the defensive end.
And here's Brunson from the arc. Gets the 3 to fall.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Now here's Van Vliet. From deep. Can't connect. So it's Toronto picking up the win. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come by. It's never easy to take a game in someone else's building.
All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. Thank you for joining us.
In this matchup, Greg, with two conference rivals set to clash yet again.
Yeah, we're going to see some added effort and intensity, and don't be surprised if it gets a little chippy.
Here are the five for the Raptors. The forwards are Barnes and Siakam. Fred VanVleet out there with Anunoby, and it's Pirtle in at the pivot spot manning the middle. Now here is Harris, stolen by VanVleet. Anunoby passes to Siakam. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
Here's the screen. Bridges kicks to Johnson. They double-team Johnson. 4 on the clock. Bridges shot. Good.
And from long range, Bridges getting more and more comfortable taking and making his share of threes.
Looking at the Raptors roster, basically the entire squad is under 30. Their key players are extremely young, a great sign for the future. One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
On the wing, Harris. The pass to Finney-Smith. Back to Harris. Bridges against VanVleet. No good on that one. And Toronto will come the other way. Yeah, youth is on their side. And Smitty, since winning that title in 2019, the Raptors have totally turned over their squad.
Kawhi, Kyle Lowry, Serge Ibaka, all have left Toronto, Kevin, replaced with much younger players. Give Toronto's front office credit for retooling quickly.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
Harris kicks to Finney-Smith. Good. Harris gets the assist.
And that's exactly what he's looking for. Draining the triple.
Pass to Anunoby. And stolen by Harris. Johnson outside. Harris outside. Bridges sets the screen for Harris. Bridges shot. Good. Bridges got 5 points so far.
Nimble inside play by Bridges, working his way to a close-range shot.
VanVleet kicks to Barnes. To the middle, Pirtle. No good on that one. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. Pirtle with the steal. A crossover and the dunk by Pirtle.
It doesn't take much for Pirtle to throw it down. At 7 feet tall, all he has to do is be near the hoop.
Last 2 minutes to play. First quarter.
Bridges against VanVleet. Passes it to Harris. Here's Finney-Smith. Harris kicks to Finney-Smith. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Bridges, no one around him. And the Nets, another 3.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
And we know once he gets in the rhythm, he's a really tough guy to stop.
Oh, here's VanVleet. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Here's Pirtle. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Anunoby against Harris. Now Bridges. He's got 8. On the wing, Harris. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Improving every season he's been in the league. Harris is quietly one of the best perimeter shooters in the game.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Nets.
Well, in my opinion, the way the 3 has been falling for them here early on, you have to think they'll keep firing away.
And something else that's working for them is ball movement. A lot of their points so far have come as a result of smart plays.
Bridges against VanVleet. Bridges attacking. And Finney-Smith gets it to go. Finney Smith's got 5 points so far.
That's a well-timed, well-coordinated play. Comes right off the pick or the lay-in.
So timeout called here. The first for Toronto.
For the Brooklyn Nets. Who wants the T-shirt?
Let's see if Coach can get them back on the right track.
Because right now it feels like the pace is being dictated to them. They need to go back to playing their brand of basketball.
Raptors trail by 9.
Let's give it up for Team White.
Van Vliet outside. On the wing, Anunoby. Back to Van Vliet. Top of the key, Siakam. On the wing, Anunoby. Takes it inside. No good, unable to end this run. Nets leading by 9. Bridges inside. Covered by Van Vliet. And the basket by Johnson.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Already ahead by double digits, trying to run away and not look back.
Here's Anunoby. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock.
Mikal Bridges has been the guy making things happen for the Nets. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll return shortly. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
I know it's early, but all those three-pointers, boy, do they add up.
And that's their strategy. Try to overwhelm you. Try to put you in a hole you have to dig yourself out of.
We've got Mikal Bridges. He's out there with Harris. And it's Finney Smith in at the 4 spot. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. On the wing, Bridges. Defended by Trent. Clock at 6. And Pirtle sends it back.
Gotta love the shot blocking ability of Pirtle. Wonderful timing right there.
Raptors trail by 10. From deep, Trent. And it's Finney Smith with the rebound. Brooklyn's gone along perfectly from three-point range tonight. They've gone 5 for 5.
You know, a few guys know how to score like Gary Trent Jr. He can fill it up in any situation, firing off quality shots from inside or outside the arc.
Driving in, powered down with both hands.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
And that takes skill and the ability to make adjustments as you're going up.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And Gary Trent Jr. certainly has some impressive stats as a result of his skills as a scorer.
Jay, how about 5 30-point games in a row? How about 9 threes in a single game? If he finds his rhythm, he can cause you a lot of trouble.
Trent against Bridges. Kicks it out to Johnson. Fast break, Toronto. Floats it up there for Siakam. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's Claxton. Bridges outside. Back to Harris. Here's Finney Smith. He's got 7. Shakes him. And Pirtle pulls it down. Raptors trail by 10. And he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And Anunoby, here we go. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, guys. A busy few years for Nick Nurse. In 2019, he helped lead the Raptors to the title, and he was the 2020 Coach of the Year. He says, it means a lot to me that this city and this country loves this team so much. We can go out there and give them something to be proud of. Of course, Kevin, he's been a key part of that success.
Maybe the single most important part of their success, DA. Thank you so much. And the Raptors call time here. I've heard it said, Greg, a coach can't give you confidence, but they can take it away. What's the meaning behind that?
Well, players at this level are naturally confident, but when coaches are always critical, it can take you out of your game. Makes you just start to think a little too much on the floor.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Smitty OG Anunoby from the UK has had a nice impact on the game.
And he said he wants to grow the game in England. OG's hoping to open up some paths to the NBA for young players from the UK. I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
Bridges against Trent. Bridges passes to Harris. Back to Bridges. 6 to shoot. Harris inside. Defended by Trent. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
Raptors trail by 10. Siakam deciding where to go with it. It's blocked. Bridges against Trent. Bridges passes to Claxton. Crafty move. He takes it up and lays it in. Claxton's got the lead up to 12 now for the Nets.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
Siakam, right side. Here's Barnes. Goes back up. And the layup is good.
Good instincts from Scotty Barnes on the offensive glass, and he put it back home.
Harris outside. Pass to Bridges. Out to the right wing. Here's Finney-Smith. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Of the 2 offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
They've had better patience, better shot selection so far, but we still have a long way to go.
Back to Trent. Bridges with the steal. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And Harris wide open. He shoots. And the Nets another 3.
And you can't give Harris any breathing room to shoot, especially when he's looking to fire the 3 ball.
Trent kicks to Siakam. Back to Trent. Uncovered. Bridges with the board.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively.
And the length and quick feet allow Bridges to match up defensively against them.
Thank you, David. Folks, don't go.
The Raptors, 17. Fans, put your hands together and get loud for the Jabberwocky.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. And on the floor for Nick Nurse as we get into the second half. They've got Achua. Will Barton is out there with Gary Trent. Then there's Chris Boucher. And it's Porter in at the small forward.
Gary Trent Jr., his teammate was so open, he could have passed it with his eyes closed.
Dinwiddie surveying the floor. It's Thomas on the wing. The Nets working the ball around now. O'Neal. Rebound by the Raptors.
The defender didn't block that dunk, but he changed it, and that's as good as a block.
Barton passes to Boucher. Traps in the tray. Boucher's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Chris Boucher, when he's in the zone, his accuracy can be impressive.
In the corner, Simmons with it. Shot clock at 6. And Simmons slams it in.
And no issues getting up for Simmons. An emphatic 2 points from the Australian.
Toronto calls timeout. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Fred VanVleet is checked in for Trent.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. And Curry has it in the corner. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. And the Nets lead by 14.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
Dinwiddie against VanVleet. Here's Boucher, and misses it off the right side of the rim. Nets leading by 14.
And when you talk about Chris Boucher, an impressive forward who brings a lot to the table.
Inside. Good on the 7-footer. Boucher's got 5 points in the quarter.
I like how Fred VanVleet stays patient. Eyes up, finds the breakdown in the defense.
O'Neal a screen on VanVleet. And Boucher sends it back. Here's Barton. Simmons pulls it in. And Boucher is one of those guys, Smitty, you love having in your rotation.
Kevin, he can score, rebound, and defend very well, and has shown a willingness to want to get better, which is something you love to see.
Here's VanVleet. Makes it off the glass.
To counter the size deficiency, VanVleet has developed an insane number of moves inside.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. In recent years, the NBA has opened several international academies. Commissioner Adam Silver says huge numbers of people are playing basketball, but unless you take the best at a young age, get them facing elite competition and training under high-pressure circumstances, they won't develop into NBA caliber players. Kevin?
Well, opening doors, David, that's always a good thing. Expansion. Thank you. Great. Ben Simmons, one of 4 players in the entire history of the NBA to average at least 7 rebounds and 7 assists per game through his first 4 seasons.
Think about it, joining Magic Johnson, Oscar Robinson, and Luka Doncic. That is some pretty elite level team. Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
Nets leading by 14. O'Neal a screen on VanVleet. Dinwiddie drives in. They double him with Barton. Outside for Curry. Offline with his 3. And so it's Barton bringing it up for the Toronto Raptors. And Barton throws it down.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Nets.
They are making it rain from the three-point land right now. And the coaching staff continues to encourage them to let it fly.
And during this game, they sliced the D apart by just attacking the rim, flat out dominating them inside.
Curry passes to Simmons. And he converts the layup. Simmons got 8 points.
And here's a guy who loves playing inside. Simmons can play some bully ball down low.
VanVleet finds Achua.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. And a new group in for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Royce O'Neal. Johnson comes in for Thomas. Joe Harris is checked in for Seth Curry. And it's Bridges in for Dinwiddie. A new group in now for the Raptors. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Achua. Pascal Siakam comes in for Chris Boucher. Scotty Barnes, he's checked in for Porter. And Anunoby subbed in for Barton. On defense, Toronto. They trail by 11. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Claxton the pass to Bridges. Beyond the arc. And Poeltl pulls it down. To the paint. Here's Barnes. And the dunk by Barnes.
What an athlete. Barnes flushes that one home.
Here's Simmons. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul.
The Nets have gone 2 for 3 at the foul line in this one. And the first one at the line is good.
Ben Simmons.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. And so it's Brooklyn going into the break with a 10-point lead. Their lead is where it is because...
Please give a big round of applause.
How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about set up this one?
At his position, traditionally, his job is to shoot the basketball. Give him credit for keeping his eyes up and just taking what the defense allows.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. They've got Cameron Johnson. Mikal Bridges out there with Joe Harris. Then there's Ben Simmons. And it's Claxton in at the center. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Just 2 to shoot. And Simmons slams it in.
And this is how Simmons puts up points. He challenges you close at the rim more often than not, having the physical advantage. If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both teams trying to close out strong. These are the fireworks that fans came to see.
They set the pick. That's tipped. Poeltl with the steal. And now Barnes running the floor all by himself. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
It's a scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Will Barton, he's checked in for the Raptors. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original.
The previous play is under review.
Angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players...
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
You know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Simmons on the wing. Now the pass to Bridges. And another turnover here by Brooklyn. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Siakam outside. And the Raptors miss again.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Bridges, right side. Kicks to Harris. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Anunoby with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Outside, Simmons. Hooked away. One-on-one fast break. Here's Barnes.
Defenders haven't figured out Scotty Barnes yet.
That's good from Barnes. Barnes hits them both. Now, here's Bridges. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. No good that time. Barton with some nice D. On the wing, Anunoby. Guarded by Harris. Siakam. And finished off by Siakam.
Strong finish. Siakam with great balance, able to complete the play through contact.
Bridges outside. To the inside. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
You know what it is? It's his creativity. That's making this engine run.
Here's Pirtle. And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. 1:46 left here in the fourth quarter. On the wing, Barnes. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Barton. Toronto needs to get off his shot. Pirtle. Rebound, Brooklyn. Claxton's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Bridges against Barton. Outside, Simmons. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. Here's Harris, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
Raptors trail by 8. Barton kicks to Siakam. Back to Barton. For the 3. A rebound by the Nets. And the foul called on OG Anunoby. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
They're this close to putting it away.
Yeah, they don't need to do anything special. Just take time off the clock.
Bridges passes to Simmons.
Causing havoc for offenses. Siakam gives you great energy and focus to go along with that length.
Barnes finds Siakam. The shot, no good. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Bridges passes to Claxton. And Pirtle sends it back. And he gets it back. Bridges against Anunoby. Bridges passes to Claxton. Siakam pulls it in. To the middle. And finished off by Siakam.
Stepping up in a big way. Siakam proving he's got guts to deliver in the clutch.
And so it's Brooklyn with the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves.
play. It should be a physical one tonight, Grant, particularly on the glass.
Yeah, bring your hard hat. This is going to be a physical game indeed. Both sides are used to generating extra possessions with their rebounding, so I'm curious to see which club wins that battle.
And here's the starting group for the New York Knicks. At forward, it's Barrett and Randall. Jalen Brunson is out there with Josh Hart. And it's Robinson in at the 5, down low. Now here's Dinwiddie. Shot clock at 6. Johnson passes to Simmons with the drive, and fouled as he went up to dunk. Good aggressive move. He'll shoot a pair. They'll pin that one on Julius Randle.
Well, the length of Ben Simmons, right, allows him to drive into the teeth of the defense, picks up the foul.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
Guys, it seems to me that what's gotten lost in all the criticism of Ben Simmons shooting is the fact that this guy is still very special at the things he is very capable of doing.
Now here's Hart. Randall outside. He can't get it to go. Excellent D there from Dinwiddie. Pass to Claxton. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game. And Simmons has taken a ton of heat recently.
He really has, B.A., but it seems to me he's ready to prove his doubters wrong. Maybe he uses all that criticism as motivation to finally improve his shooting, because absolutely on the defensive end, this guy is a terror. And in transition, he puts a ton of pressure on you. And this is exactly what you have to do to stop him. That was a tremendous contest, forcing the miss.
For 3, Bridges sends it home from three-point land.
Well, we know Mikal Bridges can connect from distance. This guy has become a consistent threat from deep.
Hart passes to Barrett. Nails it from 3. Barrett's got 5 points.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Now here's Bridges. Pass to Dinwiddie. Outside Johnson. Here's Simmons. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
You like to see Ben Simmons under duress of the clock not get sped up.
Outside Brunson. Randall a screen on Dinwiddie. Outside Hart. Launches a 3. And again, New York with the triple.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Now here's Bridges. Pass to Johnson. Now here's Bridges. Hart pulls it in.
The people upstairs in Brooklyn have been making some very interesting moves trying to put together a championship caliber team.
And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Are those big decisions by the Nets front office difficult to deal with as players?
You know, some guys can ignore the politics, but I'm sure others do have questions at the end of the day, though. These guys just want a ball. And ultimately, I think they just roll with the punches.
Boy, when you think back to 2021 and the year Julius Randle had, guys, a first-time All-Star, winner of the Most Improved Player Award that year, but then follows it up with a disappointing 2022 season.
Simmons, no good.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Outside for Randall. Back to Barrett. Pass to Robinson. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2. And talking about Randall, Doris, you could see the emotions boil over at times during that 2022 campaign.
B.A., there were multiple fines and altercations, and that can happen when you don't meet expectations and frustrations mount. And in particular, when you're dealing with the New York media and that passionate fan base, things can escalate.
Timeout called, Brooklyn.
Who wants a t-shirt right about now? That's right, man. It's time to make some noise. Put your hands in the air. Let me see ya. Now, on the floor, your Brooklyn Nets. Make some noise, everyone.
And here's New York now. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Brunson passes to Randall. Yes, and a nice assist from Brunson.
Well, that's Randall working in his comfort zone. You can see how confident he is on his ability to score inside.
Pass to Claxton, 14 feet away, and he knocks the jumper down.
I like that decision right there. Don't try to force a shot inside, kick it out.
Randall, the pass to Robinson. Back to Randall. Barrett against Johnson. Outside Brunson. And the three off target. Brooklyn trailing. Pass to Claxton. Dinwiddie outside. To the inside. It's Bridges on the wing. And the layup is good off the glass. Bridges has got 5 points.
Such a smart offensive player. Mikal Bridges assertive and focused when he gets this close.
And at the end of one, a closely...
Please give a big round of applause for your next.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. All right, guys, what's your take on the Knicks so far?
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
I'll tell you, that willingness to make the extra pass, that is what creates good looks. It also forces the defense to scramble.
So on the floor for the Knicks. At the 4 and the 5, it's Randall and Robinson. Josh Hart is out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's Barrett in at the 3 slot. Now here's Barrett to the right side. Brunson finds Randall. Outside Hart. No one near him. Claxton with a rebound. The Nets with a lead. Inside. The kick out to Simmons. Bridges outside. Down low. Claxton takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup. 6 points for him.
That close in against a way shorter defender, you could just put up 2.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks so much, Brian. Well, the Knicks trying to find their way back to the playoffs. Coach Tom Thibodeau said, you can't look backwards and you can't look too far down the road. You just have to take a look at today, lock into what we have to do, and focus on how we can be better. Back to you.
No shortcuts to greatness, Allie. Thanks for that. And it's the Knicks with the ball. The Nets making their last shot. Barrett up top. Yes, and a nice assist from Brunson. And we know dead ball situations are where some fans change the channel. Doris, has the league done enough to discourage intentional fouls?
Every form of media, to me, BA, is trying to capture the imagination of their fans. So anything that enhances your product is something that in the long term is going to do well for you.
Here's Randall going inside.
Wow, Julius Randall getting downhill and leaves no doubt.
Bridges outside. Johnson a screen on Barrett. 3-pointer, Bridges. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Jumps up. Whoa! And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Boy, you love that he wants to finish with authority, sending a message to the defense. R.J. Barrett.
Dinwiddie outside. And he lobs it up top. And as it goes out of bounds, Brooklyn able to keep possession.
You see his active hands knocking that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
Now here's Simmons. He's got 5. Dinwiddie passes to Bridges. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. The Knicks with the lead.
And think about this. In an era of load management, Mikal Bridges is a rarity. He has never missed a game in college or the NBA. That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
1 minute to play. Second quarter.
To the paint. Oh, got a piece of it. And stolen by Brunson. Pass to Robinson. Outside Hart. And stolen by Simmons. Looking to win the run. And he drives in.
Boy, with how well Ben Simmons puts it on the deck and gets to the cup, you can forget he's 6'11". This is the very definition of a point forward.
Now here's Barrett. Outside Brunson. Lets it fly. Brooklyn with the board. And if you talk to Bridges, Grant, he really credits his mom for his determination on and off the court.
You know, BA, it's a terrific story. Now, she actually made the NBA before Mikal did. She joined the 76ers organization in 2015, 3 years before Mikal was drafted.
Now here's Dinwiddie. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. That shot missing. New York goes the other way with it. Barrett passes to Brunson. Randall outside. On the take, and it's Randall with the jam.
We know that Julius Randle loves to put it on the deck. Off the dribble drive, boy, he can be tough to deal with.
Here's Simmons. Oh, Simmons throws it down hard.
Oh, my goodness, the creativity and flair from Ben Simmons. Stop it now. Don't hurt him, Ben.
Shot's good by Hart.
He's been playing great, unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
And he has shown a terrific feel for how the defense is playing him and then taking advantage of that.
Here's Bridges after the basket by New York. And the basket's good off the assist from Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie's got 3 assists now in this one.
If they take their time, this will be the final possession of the quarter.
Well, it's amazing. If you finish quarters the right way, it can have such a great impact on the outcome of a game.
Johnson finds Simmons. And here's Dinwiddie from the arc. Oh, got it off in time, but it's Tally as always. Thank you.
26. The Knicks. 26. Ready for the Jabberwocky.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. You know, one guy who's been getting it done is Ben Simmons.
And in the first half, he dominated in the post. He got the looks he wanted and was able to execute.
It felt like his work on the interior really gave this offense a boost. Let's see if he can dominate the rest of the way.
We've got Yuta Watanabe. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Royce O'Neal. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Curry in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. A nice shot by Toppin.
The very definition of a stretch 4. Toppin is a knockdown shooter, so vital for the spacing to his basketball team.
Now here's Curry. To the middle. Here's Harris. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
Boy, not on the same page there. And in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
New York has gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game. Over the last couple of seasons, Doris, the Knicks have played great defense.
Well, look no further, B.A.
And they're not happy with the call here. Coach has given the signal. He's going to use his challenge. Probably a good idea in such a close contest.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart.
The previous play is under review.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
No good on that one. Well, the trio of KD, Kyrie, and Harden, Doris, they played just 16 games together when it was all said and done.
Just so frustrating for a Nets organization that had positioned itself to acquire that talent. But this is a real lesson about success in the NBA. You have to maximize your windows and take nothing for granted because, boy, do things change quickly.
Pure from three-point range.
This is what Seth Curry is known for. When defenses don't chase him off that line, guys, he will make them pay.
Brooklyn trailing. Harris outside. Pass to Finney-Smith. 4 on the clock. For the lead. Can't get the go-ahead bucket.
Maybe a little overconfidence, trying to go big instead of taking the sure thing.
And it's stolen by Finney-Smith. Here's Watanabe. The kick out. Curry from deep. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Boy, have this shot on automatic. The confidence so crucial to what Seth Curry brings to the table.
Pass to Rose. Back to Toppin. Into the lane. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
My goodness, Toppin puts on a show. What a special dunker this guy is.
Screen by O'Neal. The three from Curry. Hartenstein pulls it in.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. And he can't get that one. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Now Toppin. 5 points in the game. There's the drive, and he can't jam it through. And here's Curry.
2 minutes to play. Third quarter.
The three. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
Well, you look at Seth Curry. For his career, around 44% from long range. That's easily top 5 in NBA history.
Brooklyn's gone 4 of 8 from 3, a nice percentage. Here's Finney-Smith. Rose grabs the board. The Knicks have got just 2 of 6 in the second half. From outside the arc. Pass to Grimes. Toppin inside. He's against O'Neal. A nice shot by Toppin. Toppin's got 7 now in this quarter. And Seth Curry, one of the elite shooters in league history. But his road to the NBA was no red carpet, Grant.
So true. I mean, after graduating from Duke in 2013, a couple years in the G League proving himself, the questions were about his defense, but that stroke was never in question.
Just 4 to shoot. The Nets need to get off a shot here. And the Nets miss again. The Knicks have gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. Kicks it to Quickly. There's 38 seconds left in the third quarter. Toppin right side. Uncovered. And he gets the jumper to drop. And it's a 4-point Knick lead.
Now, Obi Toppin has a high release point because of the size. So the mid-range, yeah, that's good.
And the Nets call time here. A full line change here for Brooklyn. So for the Knicks. Bridges outside. Outside Simmons. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. Jalen Brunson picks one up.
Boy, when Simmons looks to score, it just balances that ability to pass the basketball. Love when he's aggressive.
And he ends up missing both free throws. Johnson passes to Simmons. Bridges outside. Screen by Claxton.
But you can see the confidence that Mikal Bridges has in himself. This guy's going to take pride in going up strong, forcing the issue, and getting himself to the foul line.
And he drops it first.
Stepping the line with 2 shots.
That one misses. Outside Brunson. Driving inside. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Brunson's got his first points in this one.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute. Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
3/4 of play and a close one here. It's the Knicks leading by 3. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find, and he put his court vision on full display.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates, all about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
We've reached the 4th quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. So on the floor for the Knicks. And forward, it's Barrett and Randall. Jalen Brunson is out there with Josh Hart. And it's Robinson in at the center position. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for New York.
They've been slippery getting into the lane all game long, putting that help defense to the test.
And the other thing, guys, that they've been very effective at is shooting the long-range jumpers. The defense has been having trouble closing out to them in this game in particular.
And the Knicks call time here. Mikal Bridges checked in for Harris. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Toppin, he's checked in for Hart. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Tom Thibodeau coaching his team during that last break. He loves what he's seeing from their perimeter offense. He told the team, quote, keep shooting. It's working for us. Let's bring this home. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks once again.
That's a perfect example of why good hands are important in basketball. It just misread that pass completely.
The Knicks with the lead. Now here's Brunson. Stolen by Dinwiddie. Simmons with it. Randall's in his pocket. And it's Simmons slamming it home.
Ben Simmons playing fearlessly and getting to all the spots on the floor he's comfortable in.
Claxton with a rebound. Brooklyn's gone 4 of 8 from 3. A nice percentage. Simmons, the pass to Bridges. Back to Simmons. And there's the drive. And slam dunk by Simmons.
You know, guys, that's the selfless attitude of Mikal Bridges. So willing to give it up to an open guy.
And that one's good for Brunson.
0 rim protection. Unforgivable in a tight ball game like this.
You know, we talk about execution offensively coming down the stretch. To me, it's as important defensively, and they didn't have it.
Pass to Claxton. The kick out to Johnson. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Bridges. He can't hit that time. Good work defensively by Randall. Toppin passes to Randall. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Time called here. The Nets decide to talk it over now.
I don't think this timeout is just to give the guys a breather. Coach is looking to switch things up.
And as you know, it's what comes after that gives you some sense of what has changed.
Let's hear it one time for Brooklyn Nets.
And so it's New York with it. Brunson passes to Barrett. Back to Brunson. Clock at 6. Pass to Barrett. Here's Robinson. Here's Randall. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Boy, what a nice offensive move by Julius Randall. Lures the defender in to draw the contact. That is pretty.
And Randall drops them both. For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 3 to open the 4th quarter. Dinwiddie left side. Randall with a steal. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. It's Barrett on the wing. Oh, Wow! And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Undaunted by the moment, R.J. Barrett with the delivery.
Here's Dinwiddie, and he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Woo-wee. What a big finish out of the backcourt.
That might be exactly what they needed at this point of the game.
Boy, as tight as this one is, that's a statement play saying, hey, listen, we're not here to back down from you guys.
Bridges with it, and it's Brunson picking him up. Bridges passes to Simmons. Back to Bridges. And it's Simmons with the jam.
Ben Simmons in a pivotal moment delivers.
Brunson on the drive. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
For New York, they've gotten 3 of 7 attempts in this fourth quarter to fall. Pass to Toppin. Outside Robinson. Now a timeout called by New York. They lead by 2. 1:19 left to play in the fourth quarter. Here's Brunson. Toppin outside. Clock at 4. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Now it's a 4-point Knick lead.
What a presence Mitchell Robinson has given this team on the interior. He knows he can be a threat on the offensive glass.
Bridges against Randall. Back to Dinwiddie. Three-pointer. The shot off that time. New York goes the other way with it. Barrett passes to Randall. Outside Robinson. The kick out to Brunson. Robinson passes to Brunson. Hey, hangs in midair and converts the double clutch layup. And the Knicks lead by 6.
Oh, what a mid-air adjustment. You know, he had to alter his release point, but didn't let it throw off the shot.
There's 18 seconds left in the fourth. And they committed intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Second personal foul. 15.
Oh, the first of 2, no good. A heartbreaker.
R.J. Barrett dreamed from his earliest days of being in the NBA and having an opportunity to make clutch free throws. What you got, R.J.?
Timeout called, the Nets. They're down by 4. 12 seconds left in the fourth. All right, guys, what's your take?
No doubt. They've got to get a quick bucket here.
They need to score, and they need to do it quickly, but it is still possible here.
And so the big win by New York in a tight game. This was a hard-fought, well...
And so off the tip, it's Toronto. And now the New York Knicks starters. The forward spots will be Barrett and Randall. Jalen Brunson out there with Hart, and it's Robinson in at the center position. Now, here's Anunoby. Van Vliet kicks to Siakam. And finished off by Siakam.
And those are two loud points. Siakam flushes it without much effort.
And Fred Van Vliet, a player who has always shot well from outside.
And Kevin Van Vliet has continued to kind of take on more of an offensive load. Increased his volume while maintaining efficiency. Not every player able to do that.
Well, there's no doubt that R.J. Barrett is a hard-working player and looking for chances to stay and get involved. He does a lot for his team out there on the floor.
Barrett's attitude, Brent, has helped him find early success in this league.
And R.J. only the 8th player to record 2,000 points, 500 rebounds, and 300 assists, all by the tender age of 21. You almost forget how young he is, but he has made an impact here.
Here's Hart, following the basket by Fred Van Vliet. Barrett wide open, he fires. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assists.
A really good focus from R.J. there. I think that improves his percentages.
Birtle sets the pick for Van Vliet. Driving the lane. Birtle kicks to Van Vliet. Hands it from downtown. Van Vliet's got 5 points so far.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Van Vliet passes to Siakam, and it's good, 2 points.
And great find by Van Vliet. He's in control of this offense and generally makes good decisions.
Hart with a screen on Van Vliet. Brunson kicks to Hart. Siakam pulls it in. Toronto, they've gone 4-4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Anunoby, no good.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space, just clanked it.
Birtle with the steal. Barnes left side. He is looking for Siakam and finds him. Kicks it out to Van Vliet. Birtle, the pass to Van Vliet. Back to Birtle. And the dunk by Birtle.
And really, Birtle is a very forceful player. When he's near the rim, the D better watch out for the slam.
Here's some facts. Go back to 2000, and the Knicks have won just one playoff series. Total. One.
Van Vliet with it. Robinson picks him up. Barnes can't get it to go.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming.
Now, here is Robinson. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. And the Knicks have struggled, Brent, over the last 2 decades. Why is that?
Well, I think they've just struck out thinking that everybody wants to come and play in New York City. And when you find out that nobody wants to play in New York City, it's really hard to build a roster. They have not had a first All-NBA player since Patrick Ewing in the 90s. So there's been a big bite taken out of the Big Apple in terms of their competitiveness.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Clearly a foul.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
A lot of high motor play from them in this one, allowing them to kind of charge through the defense and find good looks.
Getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
And terrific hustle from Van Vliet in transition, getting up court fast to finish the fast break. And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Birtle's shot is off. Knicks trail by 4. Barrett with the ball. Now guarded by Birtle. Randall with a screen for Brunson. New York, no good that time either. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for Toronto. Kicks it out to Siakam. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Siakam's got 7 points in the game.
Rise and fires. This is Siakam's attitude off the catch. And with these results, you understand why.
Here's Hart. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And Anunoby, here we go. And so it's the Toronto Raptors bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. And they've done a phenomenal job.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Raptors,
and hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. What do you guys think about the Raptors here in this one?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
Yeah, couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
The forwards are Barnes and Siakam. Anunoby out there with Fred Van Vliet. And it's Pirtle in at the 5 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Pirtle with the steal. Fast break Toronto. Anunoby with it. Brunson picks him up.
And you can't afford to lose Anunoby in transition. As soon as he has a step on you, it's over.
Randall finds Hart. Drills the three-pointer. Hart's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. When you think of backcourt offenses in general, Greg, how critical is ball and player movement to a team's success?
Kevin, unless you have incredible isolation scores, it's essential. Even then, keeping the defense rotating and reacting is the best way to create open looks and offensive rebound opportunities.
Gotta love the effort there. An undersized forward who can really make things happen with that leaping ability.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Shots good by Siakam.
And it's not easy to get that shot on target with so much contact. Siakam just shakes it off, determined to finish through. Ooh, the one-hand tomahawk, guys. Somebody's going to get their feelings hurt.
Yeah, they got the entire bench up right there as they saw that and out of their chairs.
Well, he had the perfect opportunity to finish that one, guys, and just flat out blew it.
He dishes it to Robinson. Outside for Randall. 5 on the clock. Toronto grabs the miss. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And Scotty Barnes, the Rookie of the Year in 2022 in the NBA.
And you could argue he was maybe the biggest surprise of the 21 draft. Made a huge impact on the floor immediately. If you did a redraft of that class, he'd be closer to the top.
Anunoby passes to Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it takes an easy 2 points onto the lead.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
You can't afford to let Hart get going from deep. He's ready to shoot it when given the opportunity.
So timeout called here, the first for the Raptors.
All right, fans, time to fire off some t-shirts. Who won one? That is rocking.
And growing up around basketball, R.J. Barrett's dad played a bunch of places. R.J. spent a lot of his childhood in France.
Greg, you know this. One of R.J. Barrett's dad's best friends, former MVP Steve Nash.
Yeah, and Nash is R.J.'s godfather, no less. So Barrett's had a chance to kind of soak in the game his entire life. And you can see that in his intelligent play on the floor.
How about your north side?
Toronto leading by 5, and it's out of bounds. The Raptors able to retain possession here.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Van Vliet outside. And that one drops for him. Van Vliet's got 9.
And unafraid to challenge the heart of this defense. VanVleet's a strong finisher for his size.
Robinson, that's good.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game. Elite passes like that are so hard to defend. He never had to break his stride, so full speed, 2 points.
Out to Barrett. And Barrett slams it in.
It's awesome to have a guy at that size be able to accelerate and elevate like RJ did there.
Good on that shot, and with that, the Toronto lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Brunson.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
VanVleet finds Siakam, and they're running. Robinson passes to Brunson. Now Hart from downtown. Siakam pulls it in. Siakam's got his 4th rebound in this one. The kick out to Barnes. 54 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Misses from short range. Randall with a screen for Hart. And he drives in. New York with a new 14. Here's Barrett. Some nice passing by New York here. Second shot opportunity. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Siakam.
And Randall just continuing to fight out there, whether you're looking at his career or any individual game. This guy just doesn't back down.
That one drops. He ties it up. 32 seconds left in the first half of the game. Pass to Anunoby. Got a piece of it. Barnes. And the call on the shot. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Surprise in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now
The previous play
to detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays,
The ruling on the floor stands.
the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. Double checking, and the game continues on.
And he makes the first. Barnes hits them both. New York's gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter. The pass to Barrett. Randall right side. Barrett with the ball. Covered by Barnes. Pass to Brunson. Robinson a screen on VanVleet. And Brunson, here we go. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Jakob.
Yeah, the defender all over.
And the second free throw, good. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach after
the 32. The Knicks, 31. Fans, let's hear it for the Bravo Rockies.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Pascal Siakam, guys, really making a difference here.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half, and he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Yeah, there's not any guy defensively that was bodying him up or contesting the shot, so right now he's feasting.
Here's who Tom Thibodeau is starting the second half with. Emmanuel quickly out there with Rose. Then there's Obi Toppin. And it's Hartenstein in its center. Quickly finds Toppin. And then Toppin with the jam.
And Toppin getting a little bit fancy with the throwdown that time.
Raptors trail by 3.
The Raptors are only a few years removed from its championship in 2019. Boy, a lot has changed since then.
Here's Rose. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Rose has got 4 this quarter.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
Right side, Porter. And finished off by Porter.
Well, Will Barton always going full speed. That time finds a bullet pass to a teammate.
A lot of change. Toronto is without some of the key pieces from that title team, and it wasn't that long ago. But, Greg, they haven't had to go through a full rebuild. There are some remaining parts.
Listen, the talent they have is still undeniable. And they've got a good mix of young up-and-comers and players in the prime of their career.
Always good to get another look at a terrific defensive play.
And, boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Passes to Toppin. And Toppin throws it down.
And Toppin on top of the world there.
Barton drives in. Count that bucket. Barton's got his first basket.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
Quickly with a wide open look. And the 3 off target. And so it's Barton bringing it up for Toronto. Down low, Boucher. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's his first.
Greg, when you look at Toronto, they have a lot of length and defensive switchability.
They swarm opposing stars and tend to make it very difficult in those passing lanes. So a great profile for a modern NBA defense.
Rose kicks to Quickly. Pass to Grimes. Now here's Toppin. Defense.
Yeah, Toppin has the skills on both sides of the pick and roll. Makes him a tough cover.
Boucher passes to Achua. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Rose kicks to Quickly. And the 3 ball is good. Quickly's got the lead up to 7 now for the Knicks.
Love it when Rose looks to share the ball, especially when his teammates are open like that.
There's the pass to Achua. Feeds it to Porter. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Trent gets the bucket.
The awareness, something people don't always talk enough about with Porter. That's a great find there.
And there's the foul. It's on Chris Boucher. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
.143 left in the third. Quickly the pass to Grimes. Back to Quickly. Clock at 4. New York needs to get off a shot. Here's Toppin. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Here he goes, and there it is for him. And the Knicks lead by 6.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
It's Trent on the wing. Boucher finds Trent. From deep. Toppin pulls it in. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance here for the Knicks?
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
You also have to admire the way they've gotten out and run in transition. And they've run wide, they've run their lanes, they've been doing it with a great pace, and that's produced some easy scores.
To the inside. Here's Hartenstein, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Assisted.
And it's an 8-point Knicks lead.
And you love to see Rose operating as a playmaker first and foremost.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Quickly against Barton. Now here's Toppin. He's got 6, and then Toppin with the jam.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. And so it's the New York Knicks going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
Ladies and gentlemen.
While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, anytime the guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. The forwards are Barnes and Siakam. Fred VanVleet out there with OG Anunoby. And it's Pirtle in at the 5 down low. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. And he recovers it for 3, Siakam. Lucky 7 drops in. He's perfect from the floor. 7 for 7.
A high-energy wing with a solid all-around skill set. Siakam is developing into a quality go-to scorer.
Oh, and the jam by Pirtle.
And how about RJ getting a little bit fancy with that one as he flushes it home.
Anunoby with it. A 3 from Barnes. Robinson pulls it in. Pirtle against Barrett with the drive, and Barrett slams it in.
RJ Barrett on a roll right now. Let's see if he continues to score or starts to set some guys up.
Pass to Anunoby. From deep. Doesn't go for him. Now the Knicks take it the other way. Hart wide open. He fires. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall.
The man was wide open there, and Julius Randle understood the timing to get him the ball to get that score.
It seems like, Brent, it's been a long time we've been asking, could this be the year the Knicks turn it around?
I think, Kevin, though, it's about not just turning it around. It's about being a viable, competitive, potential deep-run playoff team for many years in succession. And is this the time? I'm just not sure.
Brunson goes in. 3-pointer. And another 3 for New York.
For 3. Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found the comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
Did you just see what I saw? I mean, that move was out of this world.
Executed to perfection, Brent. I mean, he had the rim in his sights and was not going to be stopped. Randall down low. Siakam's there. Randall with the bucket.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
Stolen away. Passes it to Brunson. Shoots the 3. Randall no good. Raptors trail by 15. Barnes down low. Brunson covering. Barnes against Brunson. Pirtle trying to get open. And that one's good. Barnes.
Just a much smaller defender on him. He does the exact thing at the right moment. Goes straight to the rim.
Brunson kicks to Randall. There's 1:54 left in the game. Robinson with it. Now guarded by Siakam. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jakob Pirtle. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Barrett. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
How about that? The big man, Mitchell Robinson, able to find a teammate.
Anunoby in the corner. Here's Siakam. Back to Anunoby. From outside, off the mark. And here are the Knicks. They're on a 14-6 run.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for New York.
The sheer volume of three-pointers was the deciding factor tonight, it seemed.
Yeah, they sink one and then do it again, and that strategy did work.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for R.J. Barrett.
And guys, I just felt he was tremendous tonight. His energy infected his teammates, and the wrecking ball on both ends.
6 to shoot. Randall kicks to Hart.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late. Josh Hart won't always have his shot falling, but the hustle is there. And a great energy guy with major impact on the floor.
And for Josh Hart, he's a fan favorite because of his hustle.
And that can go a long way in the NBA. Hart looks like a typical 3-and-D player, but he also has that intangible of igniting a team.
44 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And so Siakam will bring it up for the Raptors. And the dunk by Barnes.
Oh, Kevin, not a Petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the outs, Greg. Yeah, showing off the bunnies. Brunson the pass to Hart. It's Barrett on the wing. New York, no good that time either. Hart against Van Vliet. Here's Siakam. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
I'm just so impressed with Siakam's offensive improvement over the years. I mean, he's mastering the ability to play in attack mode.
And he makes both free throws. There's 18 seconds left to play here in the 4th. Barrett setting a pick for Brunson. And again, it's the Knicks missing. Van Vliet attacking. That cuts the lead to single digits.
And wheeling himself to the basket, Van Vliet has earned his spot in the NBA. This guy hard to deny.
So it's New York picking up the win. This was a very strong showing. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us.
we've got a pair of teams tonight that put a major emphasis on rebounding, Richard.
Yeah, when you look at the glass work, it is all about pride and effort. Look, no team that stresses rebounding wants to lose the battle on the boards.
And checking out Brooklyn's opening lineup, we've got Nicholas Claxton. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Cameron Johnson. Then it's Joe Harris, and it's Bridges in at the point. Screen by Claxton. Back to Bridges. Hurdle with some nice D. Here's Van Vliet. Pass to Pirtle. Kicks it out to Barnes. 5 to shoot. The Raptors need to get off a shot. Here's Van Vliet. Unable to get that one. And Brooklyn going the other way now. Inside. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
And that's how you lead a team. Literally. What Joe Harris has accomplished in the NBA is so impressive. Moved from a role player to a starter. And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky. While he's a bit undersized for a 4, he more than makes up for it with his balance.
Van Vliet against Harris. Siakam left side. Got a hand on it. Now here's Bridges. Pass to Claxton. And that one is hammered home.
He's just too quick to the cup. No one near him to get postered.
Hey, no two ways about it. Joe Harris puts in the work, Richard.
Yeah, he's just proof that it pays off. Just a humble guy who plays team first ball. He's always ready to sacrifice. And that persistent effort level has been well rewarded.
To the inside. Van Vliet against Bridges. Back to Finney-Smith. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Pass to Anunoby. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. That's on Mikal Bridges.
You know, the way things fell apart for the Nets has some saying the super team's era might be ending. The Nets went all in and handed over a lot of control to those stars. Now, can they reestablish the culture that attracted them in the first place?
Bridges against Van Vliet. Bridges down low, and so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. When you look at Mikal Bridges, he's the quintessential 3-and-D wing, Richard.
With his quick feet and 7'1" wingspan, he can guard 1 through 4. And they call him the Warden for a reason. When he locks people up, he puts them in Mikal jail.
Down low. Here's Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today. Harris outside. A minute 37 left to play in the first quarter. On the wing, Finney-Smith, guarded by Van Vliet. The Nets need to get off a shot here.
Feed the interior, good things will happen.
So it's Toronto now. It's a 3-point game. Here's Van Vliet. It's Barnes on the wing. Oh, it misses. Had a chance to tie it. The Nets have gone 5 of 6. They're rolling. 3-pointer, Bridges. Pirtle grabs a miss. Toronto has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Barnes finds Pirtle. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Pass to Barnes. Second shot opportunity. Pirtle with the bucket.
Hard work pays off with a rebound and a bucket. That's just great fundamentals.
Johnson passes to Bridges. Stolen by Anunoby. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Johnson. For Toronto, they've gone 4 of 9 in this one so far. Up top, Siakam. Here's Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
That's his first personal foul.
The first free throw is good.
Second team foul. Shooting for Brooklyn.
Bridges hits them both.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Van Vliet, the pass to Siakam. No good with a layup. Bridges against Anunoby. Pass to Johnson. Fires the three. Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. It's the Nets.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Raptors,
And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for the Nets? The forward duo, the athletic pair of Barnes and Siakam. Fred Van Vliet out there with OG Anunoby. And it's Pirtle in at the center position, locking down the middle. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Toronto trailing. Van Vliet, the pass to Pirtle. Van Vliet with it. Back to Anunoby. Pass to Siakam. Here's Pirtle. 4 seconds left. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
Some room here for Harris. He hits the back iron and sinks it. Harris has got his first bucket in this one. And the lead just keeps changing hands.
5 times already, and we still haven't gotten out of the first half.
Ball stolen. Van Vliet against Bridges. It's stolen by Barnes. Here comes Toronto on the push. Chalk up 2 there. Anunoby's got 9.
And we talk about Siakam's versatility. Well, there it is. Nice pass. And guys, so many great players coming out of Canada. The Raptors have converted a nation, not just watching basketball, but to playing it as well.
Screen by Claxton. From deep, Johnson. And it's Toronto with a rebound.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Pass to Anunoby. And here's Pirtle. Nice move. And he sinks the layup. And now a 3-point Toronto lead. And Grant, you think back to those early Raptors jerseys with the big dinosaur. They admit it was aimed at the kids.
Yeah, of course. I mean, rather than win over the older hockey fans, they went after the younger generation. And now they're all grown up and back in the seats.
The Raptors have gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. Van Vliet, the pass to Siakam. Now Pirtle. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. Harris finds Bridges. To the paint. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
3 seconds. Toronto ball.
The Raptors with a lead. Right now, firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, there's a nice flow to this offense right now.
Kicks it out to Siakam. The 3-pointer off the mark.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
And And again, no good by Brooklyn. The Raptors shooting a solid 47%. We've seen Jakob Poeltl make huge strides with his defense since coming into the league, Richard.
He's become one of the top rim protectors. Each season, his block numbers get better. Players think twice about driving the lane when he's out there.
Connects from downtown.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
And Toronto calls time here.
Make some noise, everyone. Here they come, man. Your North Side crew.
Well, you know it takes courage to draw charges. Guys get trucked all the time, and they still call a blocking foul. You think more of those should be no calls, Grant?
You know, B.A., courage is the right word. If you're willing to step in there and sacrifice your body for the sake of the team, you know what? You don't give them a charge. I prefer the no call. I like that idea.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Pass to Anunoby. Siakam outside. And the Raptors get it back. Poeltl, the pass to Siakam. Here's Van Vliet. Now here's Poeltl. Out of bounds. It'll be Brooklyn's ball. 1:16 left in the first half of this one. Anunoby against Bridges. Shakes him. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim. Anunoby finds Barnes. And so far in this one, 2 for 4.
OG Anunoby with the assist.
Brooklyn trailing. And here's Bridges. He's got 6. Pass to Johnson. Poeltl comes with a double. Claxton can't get it to go.
Look, the defense was locked in on him there. They know how dangerous he can be, and they guarded him perfectly.
Siakam, no good.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
And here's Finney-Smith. Anunoby covering. And Claxton gets the bucket. Claxton's got 8.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
The drive by Van Vliet. Here's Poeltl. The layup off target. It's all tied in Toronto.
23. The Nets, 23. Fans put your hands together and get loud for the Jabberwockies.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Boy, without question, OG Anunoby displaying all his skills today.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
And so in the game for the Nets, they've got Seth Curry. Ben Simmons is out there with Royce O'Neal, and it's Thomas in at the 3. And the front office for Brooklyn has said they need selfless players who want to be there and are available.
Well, B.A., the message is pretty clear. After Kyrie Irving missed most of last year due to personal choices, the Nets want all hands on deck this go-around.
Here's Barton. Here's Boucher. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Boucher. The Nets with a lead. Dinwiddie outside. Curry a screen on Barton. Dinwiddie passes to Simmons. Here's Thomas. Lets it go from deep. Porter pulls it in. Trent on the wing. He's covered by Curry. Back to Trent. Pass to Achua. And he gets it to go.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
The three from Curry. The shot won't fall, and it's Toronto taking it the other way. Here's Barton, and here's Trent. Curry with a steal.
Raptors foul. Will Barton. That's his first personal foul.
Dinwiddie against Barton. Outside Curry. Pass to Simmons. Oh, and the jam by Simmons.
Oh my. Big Ben showing us how it's done. Oh, and last summer, Ben Simmons had surgery on a herniated disc. I'm not a back expert, you know, I'm more of an ankle guy, but hard to be effective when that area is just not right.
Brooklyn's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. To the inside. Here's Dinwiddie, and he makes it on the layup. And now it's a 5-point Nets lead.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
And Toronto calls time here. The Raptors have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. And last season, Ben Simmons caught some flack for not suiting up in the playoffs. Grant, you think his surgery quieted those voices a little?
You know, I think it did a little bit, but, you know, at this point, it's going to come down to his performance on the court. He does have something to prove. It'll be interesting to see what he does.
The Nets have gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Barton against Dinwiddie. Outside Curry from behind the arc. Yes, and a nice assist from Dinwiddie. Curry's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And Toronto calls time here. Here for Toronto. A big group substitution here from Brooklyn. Claxton, he's checked in for O'Neal. Finney-Smith comes in for Thomas. Johnson, he's checked in for Curry. And Mikal Bridges subbed in for Dinwiddie. Here's Siakam. And Siakam with the slam.
The defense just can't let Siakam get inside positioning like this because he's looking. To dunk it home.
Bridges outside. Pass to Simmons. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. The Raptors have gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Outside Anunoby. Pirtle in the post. Working on Claxton. Kicks it out to Siakam. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. The Nets have gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the third. Outside Johnson. Back to Bridges. Puts up a 3. Rebound by the Raptors. Siakam in the post. Working on Claxton. Out of bounds. It'll be Brooklyn's ball. Now a timeout called by Toronto. And now it seems Siakam is in his prime. How do you see his place in the league, Grant?
Well, I really like him, but he seems to be an elite second option. Not sure if you want to build an entire offense around him, but certainly has proven to be an important piece to a championship level team.
The Raptors making a switch here. Barton's checked in. Brooklyn with the ball. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. Timeout called, Brooklyn. And as the coaches draw up their strategies, the players staying hydrated with some Gatorade. That's key to keeping them at their best all the way up to the buzzer.
It really is. And every one of those players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Simmons with it. Siakam covering. Outside Finney-Smith to the left wing. It's Bridges on the wing. He's covered by Siakam. Pass to Claxton. Pascal Siakam with the rebound. Toronto trailing. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Barnes. He takes it in. It's good. And give the assist to Siakam. Siakam's got 3 assists now in this one. Outside Simmons. Oh, and the jam by Simmons.
A sensational athlete. I like when Simmons rises up with confidence and jams it through.
Barton, the pass to Anunoby with 1 on the clock. And so it's Brooklyn leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Getting lots of great looks. Shooting. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And 2 teammates on the same page. Woo.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. The forward duo, the athletic pair of Barnes and Siakam. OG Anunoby out there with Will Barton. And it's Pirtle in at center. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Siakam outside. Pass to Barton. Back to Siakam. Kicks it out to Anunoby. Second chance shot. And Siakam with the slam!
A fantastic athlete. You love the effort Siakam shows on the glass to keep plays going.
Bridges down low. Anunoby covering. Here's Simmons. Oh, Simmons throws it down hard!
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a dunk, BA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. Siakam, pass to Barton. Siakam, the screen. And Barton, here we go. Soft touch off the glass. Barton's got his first points of the game.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
Right wing. Simmons against Barnes. Back to Simmons. Bridges outside. Shot clock at 6. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Flushing it on a much taller defender. That is just filthy.
Siakam with it. Barnes passes to Pirtle. On the wing, Barton. Bridges against Anunoby. The reverse. And the layup is up and in.
His nimbleness makes him a unique threat at the rim.
The Nets with the lead. Bridges outside. Let's go with a 3. Finney-Smith with it, and it's Anunoby picking him up. Bridges passes to Simmons. Back to Bridges. The shot misses. Ooh, excellent D there from Barnes. For Toronto, they've gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. Down low. Siakam outside. Barnes finds Pirtle. Second chance effort, and he lays it in. That gives him a double-double in this one.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game, and that one was easy.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for him.
Here's Claxton. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
These are exactly the kind of shots they want to generate each and every time down the floor.
Barton, the pass to Pirtle. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass. Pirtle's got 4 points in the quarter.
Coach is loving the ball movement.
Right side Simmons. Pirtle grabs a miss. Pirtle's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Here's Anunoby. Here's Barnes.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for Brooklyn. And no good as the first free throw misses. We'll see if he can hit the second.
At the line for 2.
And he's able to hit the second one. And that narrows the gap to 1. Brooklyn shooting it well, around 55% for the game. Simmons with a screen on Anunoby. Bridges passes to Simmons. Ooh, coming through again, shooting 5 for 7 now.
Oh, impressive play from Simmons, showing he can step up and be the guy on offense when he has to.
Outside Barnes. Siakam, right side. Back to Barnes. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Barnes. There's 48 seconds left to play in the 4th. Expect them to take their time this trip down.
Yeah, B.A., the clock is theirs to burn.
And it's Bridges with the jam.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
Really unfazed. Throw his height right out the window there.
Barton, the pass to Siakam. Cash! What a beautiful shot! Brings it within 3!
And this is why the team relies on Siakam. In the big moments, you can trust him with the shot.
Brooklyn with the ball. Now Bridges. Outside Johnson. Outside Simmons. And that's an intentional foul.
Starting ball. That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Bridges. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
That's just poor clock management defensively.
First free throw is good. And that gives him a 4-point cushion. And so he drops them both. And it's a 5-point game.
Making no mistakes and putting some extra nails in the coffin right here. That's pretty much it.
Toronto calls timeout. They're behind by 5. 8 seconds left in the 4th. Guys, what do you think?
No doubt. They've got to get a quick bucket here.
Yeah, it has to be fast. They got to take the first good look they get.
This one belongs to Brooklyn.
That's the